numbers may be modest, but Chris Knobloch, Louis, tells us he feels Brown and his line mates are getting closer.
Yeah, had a little setback with that 6 games that he missed, but had a couple great chances last game.
There's a place for all Canadians in Canada's game. Here's a lead pass to Draisaitl from Kane. Stop shot, save made. Fleury coming off a win over the Chicago Blackhawks.
They really took off once he took over, won 4 in a row. And in that game last night, I mean, they dominated that first period, but ended up being down 1-0 by the end of it. Similar to Carolina coming in here after they played the Winnipeg Jets, and they dominated that game, in my opinion. Great performance by Laurent Brossoit for Winnipeg in that one, and give the Canucks some credit. They found a way to weather the storm early on, find the scoring when they needed, then close it out in the end. But that was the first loss under John Hines in a game in which you look at and say they most likely should have had a little bit better result. Didn't find it.
Evander Kane, lead pass this time. Brown a shot, and that hit the side of the net. Brown reacted, thought it was in, but it hit the side of the net. And Louis, from your angle, that must have been a little difficult as well. Here's a drive by Brown and a save made by Fleury. That in a big hop. Brodin tried to fish it out of the corner. Ekholm bobbled it up, kept control, weaving, turning, firing, and another save made by Fleury. That's 5 shots on net. Fleury has handled them all.
Great pinch down by Ekholm.
McDavid, and that was towed aside by Fleury. For a moment, Freddie Gaudreau's on it for Minnesota, and he'll lob it a little behind Kulak. He's able to pick it up and fire a pass ahead for Gagne's blast. Save made by Fleury.
A great surge up the ice by Darnell Nurse. Started with a great poke check in the defensive zone, sent the puck forward. He just plowed through everyone.
Here's a centering pass and a tough save on Hartman. Johansson around the boards, Freddie Gaudreau. Feathered back to the point, Faber, Rossi a shot, and that's handled by Skinner. So 9.5 to go, first period. Lead pass, Bouchard. Of course, Ryan Suter and Zach Parise bought out a couple of years ago by the Minnesota Wild.
With the birthday cake, you pretend to sleep while they're making the cake. So in Swedish, we say gratis på foto Sadogen. I think.
Good.
Johansson a steal, gave it right back. Bouchard the outlet to McDavid. Churning inside. Nugent-Hopkins fires, save. Fleury rebound just wide. Hyman can't believe that didn't go in. McDavid in front. Hyman again stopped by Fleury, point blank. He's not going to catch Martin Brodeur, but he's going to be second all time before he's done and wins. Shot healed on net by Gaudreau. Off the boards, cut off by Johansson, but rinked wide. That's going to lead to a chance for Edmonton. 2-on-2, McDavid drop pass. And a drive blocked by Brodin. Here's Bouchard. Hits the trailer, and what another block. Middleton saved a certain goal. Nugent-Hopkins finds Bouchard, shoots and scores. Edmonton finally breaks through. 1-0.
Continue to generate chances. McDavid off the rush has the first one. This one blocked. Recovery. It's Bouchard active up the ice that sends that to Nugent-Hopkins. Another great chance. And then a beautiful pass by Nugent-Hopkins as he finds Bouchard backdoor. Hesitates for a second. Gets the blocker to go down. Elevate up over top of the glove under the bar. 10 games in a row now for Bouchard with a point. As he extends history, Connor McDavid with 8 now, I believe.
Second unit out for the Oilers. 20 seconds left on the man advantage. One-timer at Coleman, saving. Rebound, another save, Fleury. Shot by Nurse, another save, Marc-Andre Fleury.
Here's some great chances at the end of this period, and a couple you were talking about. That first one, great save, Fleury. Dishes it out, makes a second. That one by Nurse, tried to elevate it, but couldn't. On the bench, and I like that interaction between the coaches and the players, the feedback directly. But obviously getting some advice that put up a few points in the National Hockey League from a defensive perspective, one of the best ever.
Had a chance to chat. As a shot taken by Faber, dropped in front and tucked home for the equalizer. Matt Boldy just tied it.
We'll take a look here at how this happens. How does Eric Sinek get in that tight to Stuart Skinner? Now here it is here as he gets around and yeah, no, there's nothing there. I thought from the look at Stuart Skinner's face, now there was a stick that came in. We'll watch that, but this looks on first take like a clean goal, and he's just fighting on the edge of his crease, and it's a good job by Eric Sinek. Strong stick to pound that puck over and win a battle, and Boldy funneling to the net, jams it home. No chance for Stuart Skinner. Didn't know where it was.
Well 12th overall pick in 2019, number 12 dishes, one-timer score! Eriksson Ek off the rush, 2-1 Minnesota with 2 goals in the first 41 seconds.
Well, I'd love to know what John Hines said between periods to this Minnesota Wild team, because they have woken up in a big way in the start of this second period. Just off the entry, gets lost through the interchange. Eriksson Ek. Boldy goes to the middle. You're going to see Eriksson Ek kind of funnel through, and he's left alone for that split second. It's why you interchange as forwards. You're trying to make that happen, and it happens here.
Rossi. He wheeled it up, and Minnesota able to convert off the rush. Nugent-Hopkins, speaking of outlet pass, McDavid cuts in, waits, tucks it home. Connor McDavid, a virtuoso game-tying goal, his ninth, and it's 2-2.
He just talked about it. Watch this. Nugent-Hopkins finds him up the ice. It's a 2-on-1 as the Minnesota Wild get a little aggressive, but watch this patience. Stick handle, get Fleury to bite. You know Marc-Andre Fleury's an aggressive goaltender, wants to come out and challenge. That's exactly what he does. But the patience, the skill of Connor McDavid to walk this around, tuck it home on the backhand side, and tie the game. What a response. By Hyman trying to elevate, and Fleury gets a toe on it. So a good decision, I think, not to shoot it.
A steal and a denial of James Hamblin by Marc-Andre Fleury. Cleared it. Gagne a steal. Hartman stole it right back. Dewar around the boards. Hartman tucked it inside. Duhaime out to the point for Faber. His shot off the kneecap of Gagne. Behind Hartman in front. One-timer score. It's 3-2 Minnesota. Some kind of finish.
Third and fourth line of the Wild doing some good things, and it's off the cycle, using the back of the net, protecting the puck. Here's Duhaime with a nice read just to kind of hold on to it, find it. This puck's up for grabs again. Great play right there from behind the net. Just an excellent effort to get this puck out. And you're going to see this spinorama pass by Gaudreau, and he finds Dewar in the high slot. And Hartman, sorry, not
Bouchard, no shot, gets it back, fakes again. McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins, one-timer, Draisaitl ties it. There's the exultation. 3-all, brand new hockey game.
Early on, they weren't able to isolate him and expose him, but watch this. They start to go back and forth around him. They know he doesn't have a stick, getting a little bit closer each time, and eventually they're going to find the one-timer for Draisaitl. You can see this. Now they know that he doesn't have the stick. They're pretty confident holding on to that puck, creeping down the zone, and eventually it's Draisaitl. We talked about it. When he's sniffing, playing the way he's playing, it's only a matter of time, and it's a beautiful pass. Nugent-Hopkins to Draisaitl. Mean Sweet, the Viking coming out. I'll tell you, he's been all over it tonight. He's been really good as of late. I know he started off a little slower, missing training camp, but he's back to his old self, and he's got a growl on tonight.
And Fleury showed discipline. Toledo doesn't have a stick, so 5-on-3.5 again. McDavid tried to tuck it inside. It's clear, but not out. Bouchard knocked it down with poise. Draisaitl, Nugent-Hopkins firing. And on the rebound, got it to Draisaitl. One-timer pounding home. Bouchard, and Edmonton regains the lead. 4-3 on a 97-mile-an-hour blazer.
What makes this power play so successful? Snap it around, there's a block. Stay with it, put it into a corner, set it up again, and then look at that, the fly-by screen. Foligno trying to get into the way to block this blast by Bouchard. Maybe puts a little bit too much of a screen on the glove hand side.
Spurgeon and Middleton trade. Trying to toss it in, but off a linesman. And here's McDavid with Nugent-Hopkins. Centers Nugent-Hopkins denied! From the 39-year-old McDavid to Nugent-Hopkins. No! Kaprizov trying to rake that puck free. Chiseling, carving, and finally dealing in front. Wide open shot off the post from Hartman.
After this battle here, and it was a long time in the corner, finally digging out that bouncing puck. It was actually chopped by an Oiler, I believe, trying to get it out of there. And it goes right to Hartman, that zinger.
Able to nudge it back through center, sent across, steal by Ekholm. He was taken down. They're letting him play. They'll finish with 7 seconds. One last chance, Zuccarello. Ditches, what kind of save? Skinner at the horn. Edmonton survives.
He's gonna boil over here. And he makes makes his best save of the game because it stopped it from being tied. That one-timer kicks it away up into the air, and the final buzzer goes on a bouncing puck. Made another one for good.